Today we're coming in with another fight preview, one of our undefeated amateur fighters. We got Miles Lee coming in to fight and defend his next-gen middleweight title for CFFC 87. That's going to be October 30th at 2300 Arena against Jacob Lowry, and that'll be in Miles' hometown. Miles, you were born and raised in Philadelphia. I know you've fought around the area, but what's it like fighting pretty much, in your backyard?
It's great. It's 15 minutes away. I love
it. So since you're fighting so close to home, I know that there's only 250 fans allowed in attendance. But do you have, are your family and friends going to be watching on Fight Pass? Have they been hitting you up saying, we got to get out afterwards? We're looking forward to seeing you fight. What's the vibe like at home?
I'm going to really keep it a beam with you. Honestly, for this fight, since my daughter came in this world, just to not have a lot of stress on me, I try to avoid selling tickets for this fight, because you know how you just get those random people that just hit you up randomly. They be like, "Oh, you still got tickets left?" And you gotta be like,
and that's usually
you don't.
That's usually the day before the fight or 2 days before. It's not like they're hitting you up
and
now even.
I ain't trying to deal with that. Now I got a whole kid now. So it's I already got a lot of stress on my hands. So I'm trying to make sure I'm less stress-free in this camp as much as I can possibly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's a big part of not just your mental preparation, but then also helps with your diet, helps with keeping your energy high. That low stress is a big factor in, running a successful camp. Now your daughter is, she's only a couple months old. New father. What's that been like? First fight since being a dad.
It's a whole different beast. It's a whole different beast. I'll tell you that. It's definitely crazy. I've been I love it. I love it so much, and I'm so blessed. God blessed me with an incredible kid, incredible daughter. Positive people who support me, surround me, and give me different options and opinions of what I should do. And, I'm incredibly blessed from it. And, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard as hell.
Yeah, I know. I'm not far in front of you, so I'm well aware.
It's not easy, especially we got fight camp.
That's what I was going to ask. Now, how, you have really good, coaches, really good team down there fighting out of EFC and Henzo Philly. Have they been supportive of you, even maybe having to be a little bit late or maybe leave early or move some training around to accommodate fatherhood?
Incredibly, yeah. They've been incredibly supportive for me. They, they've been definitely giving me motivation here and there. They always continue to keep me striving and keep me going as much as they can, because, they parents, they fathers, some of them are fathers themselves, and they understand the struggle. They got the experience. And, since I'm a new father, they totally try to support and help me out and give me different opinions and stuff like that. And not only that, I'm just around great people, with positive energy and stuff like that. So this stuff like that, it just helps. And, my team is just great. I love it.
And, being around positive people, it's a really good thing. And it's a good thing in multiple ways. But one of them being just confidence, right? Going into the cage. When you are surrounded by not just positive people, but also great fighters, in the room that you're in, is that a big confidence boost going into what I think many people would say is probably your toughest fight to date?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. To bring that up too. Yeah, this is definitely a tough fight. I respect this opponent. He's a really good fighter. He's good. He's good, and I'm excited to get engaged with them and show my skills, and show who I am. Get that W.
Yeah, and I think you kind of hit the nail on the head there. The two of you guys are pretty much the two middleweights that I think nobody else as amateurs really wants to fight. So it kind of only makes sense for you guys, at this time in your amateur careers, to fight each other. Now, with that being said, do you do you have any kind of insight into how you think the fight's going to go? I know a lot of your fights you've been finishing people and kind of been dominating people with your wrestling and then either your ground and pound or your submissions.
Yeah, yeah. Every day I go in the gym, I have an imagination. I have a vision to what I have a vision of what I want to do in the fight. But again, honestly, whatever it goes, I feel like I'm ready. I feel ready. I have my team to back me, my coaches in back me. That gives me, incredible, incredible like learning and motivation, and just having my back and just keeping me on my toes and keep me up and just keep me training, keep me motivated and everything. I keep myself motivated as well, but
Mhm.
it's tough sometimes. So it's just I feel confident everywhere. I feel happy. I don't get as much nervous as I normally would do in my fights. I
Mhm.
feel good in this fight.
Yeah, I've
You
seen
know,
you in the back
like,
before a couple of fights. The nerves are real, and everybody kind of handles them a little bit differently. But I never saw you nervous before until I saw you fight, and you're always calm, cool, collected in the gym. But
yeah,
I'm happy to hear that that mental side of things is going much better, not nearly as nervous as you said you were in the past, which I could tell.
yeah, totally. I definitely feel more outspoken.
Hmm.
I feel good. I feel good. I feel
Good.
great.
So one question I do got to ask before I flip it to you to thank anybody that you want to thank is we always go back and forth about your weight, right? You kind of just eat whatever you want, Miles Lee diet, and then the weight cut happens and you step on the scale at 85 on the dot every time. So how's your weight holding
Right.
up now? With this whole new lifestyle of being a dad up in the middle of the night, all these different things. Is it something that is easier or harder? How's it going?
I'm gonna keep it a beam with you. It's more harder,
Hmm.
just because you know me. We cool buddies, and you know how I love food, how I love eating, and I was like, when I hear the stress of the baby crying and stuff, it just make me want to crave food, like food more. You know what I'm saying? And that's the hard part.
That's where
I
it
gotta
pays to have
stop.
that good team around you where your coach is like, Miles, you got to get this weight off.
No, but it's like I'm procrastinating a lot when it comes
Hmm.
to my weight cut. I'm gonna keep it a being with you. Like I'm really procrastinating. Like I'm like looking at the scale. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm like 15 pounds. I think I'm good. I'm looking at the scale again. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm like 16 sometimes. You know,
Hmm.
well, I'm like, I'm good. So I need to stop procrastinating a little bit. I need to start getting my weight down. So, but
Good. Yeah.
again,
I
it's just
mean,
like I'm having too much fun. I'm enjoying myself at the same time to the point like it's hard for me to worry about my weight sometimes because it's like I'm just enjoying the experience.
yeah, man, you're always the guy that's smiling in the gym, after and before every round. I think, all of your teammates can kind of attest to that too. You just being a happy guy in the gym, but then you get your hands on someone and it doesn't feel like you're happy. It feels like you're mad.
Yeah.
Um,
Really?
so looking forward to seeing what you do here at the end of the month, defending that next gen title for CFFC. Before we let you go, just want to open it up to you. Any shout outs, anything
Yeah.
from training partners, coaches. The floor is kind of yours to get them out there.
Yeah. Foremost, I want to thank God for having me here to continue doing what I do, continue doing my passion. I want to thank my family. I want to thank my team, EFC, Daniel Gracie, John, Daniel. I want to thank all of them. Shout out all the good pro fighters in my team, even the amateurs, even the people who don't compete. I want to shout them out too for having my back too. I want to shout out, all the people on Facebook and Instagram who gives me support and give me shout out and recognition. I want to say thank y'all and yeah, keep this ball rolling.
All
Pretty
right,
much.
Miles.
Oh yeah, but hold on. Wait, one more. I want to shout out. I want to shout out you. I want to shout out everybody out there in Lancaster, the Carr family, everybody, and yeah, I'm good.
All right, awesome, Miles. We're looking forward to seeing you defend that belt October 30th. And then after this fight, looking forward to see you back down here at Lancaster. We'll get these little girls to meet each other.
Gang, sounds like a plan.
Awesome, Miles. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.
All right, see you.
Peace.